Hi everyone, it's Imran and here's your Team Imran Cancer Update. Today is the 24th of March, and everyone wanted to know what a guy looks like after the day after chemo. You're looking at him right now. I feel surprisingly good for having chemotherapy less than 24 hours ago, and I felt good. I feel good. One of the things was really strange about this week was yesterday while I was in the chair getting my chemotherapy, I did not feel good at all. I thought I was actually going to throw up. It was the first time I've ever felt nauseous during this entire process. And I don't know what it was, and I think it had a lot to do with the fact that I was drinking lemonade. And I think anything citrus really gets me going. So I just switched it to water, and I'm much better. Normally on a Saturday I feel like crap, but so far I feel pretty good. And so let's go over some of the stuff that's been going on with me. Many of you have been kind of tracking me with my liver and what's going on with that. Just a quick, brief explanation as to what the worry was. My liver is having what's called an increase in enzymes, meaning that pieces of my liver are cells in my liver are dying, and it releases enzymes. A lot of it can be due to the fact that I'm dealing with the chemotherapy through this. They're not really sure why, but they're going to be running tests for the next couple of weeks on my liver. And the good news that I received on Thursday was that the doctor said that it's not something to be terribly alarmed about. And I had no idea how much that weighed on Tamara's mind, because to me, I have cancer. How much worse can it get, right? But Tamara was very concerned, and I know it was a big sigh of relief for her. So we're going to work backwards and try to figure out what it is that is causing these problems with my liver. So that's kind of good news, that it's not as serious as I expected. All right, so I would just love to tell you that my hope is that we've got 2 more sessions of chemo, and then they're going to run a PET scan to see if the chemo has worked and if the tumors are gone and all that kind of stuff. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and well on my road to recovery. As you can see, my hair is getting a little longer. I'm growing it back out. I don't care if it's thin. I want my hair back. I want my spiky hair back. And this week, I wanted to leave you with an update. Not just the update, but something that came to my attention. It was an email that came to me, and I wanted to read it to you. And it was from one of our friends, Chris Kutsky, who sent this email to Tamara, and Tamara forwarded it to me, and I wanted to read it to all of you. It's a letter and an excerpt from Irma Bombeck. For those of you that don't know her, she's a famous newspaper columnist who wrote a bunch of stuff, and in 1996 she passed away from breast cancer. And when she found out that she had terminal breast cancer, she wrote a little thing called "If I Had to Live My Life Over." So I just wanted to read you this and understand that for me, I don't know if the cancer is gone, but I do know that I'm feeling much better than I was even 4 months ago. So my hope is that I'm on the road to recovery, and I'm going to show everybody what it's like to beat cancer. And I think everybody's been following me since the very beginning, which is amazing. So I wanted to read this because it really touched me, and I just wanted to share this with you. So it's called "If I Had to Live My Life Over" by Irma Bombeck. And again, this was written right after she found out that she was dying of cancer, and there was no, it was a terminal cancer for her. She says, "I would have gone to bed when I was sick instead of pretending the earth would go into a holding pattern if I weren't there for the day. I would have burned the pink candle sculpted like a rose before it melted in storage. I would have talked less and listened more. I would have invited friends over for dinner even if the carpet were stained or the sofa was faded. I would have eaten popcorn in the good living room and worried much less about the dirt when someone wanted to light a fire in the fireplace. I would have taken the time to listen to my grandfather ramble about his youth. I would have shared more of the responsibility carried by my husband. I would have never insisted that the car windows be rolled up on a summer day because my hair had just been teased and sprayed. I would have sat on the lawn with my grass stains. I would have cried and laughed less while watching television and more while watching life. I would have never bought anything just because it was practical, wouldn't show soil, or was guaranteed to last a lifetime. Instead of wishing away 9 months of pregnancy, I would have cherished every moment and realized the wonderment growing inside of me was the only chance in life to assist God in a miracle. When my kids kissed me impetuously, I would have never said, "Later, now go get washed up for dinner." There would have been more "I love yous," and there would have been more "I'm sorries." But mostly, given it another shot of life, I would seize every minute, look at it and really see it, live it and never give it back. I also wouldn't worry about those who don't like you, who have more than you, who's doing what. Instead, let's cherish the relationships we have with those that do love us. I read this and, obviously I cry about everything. But this was something that was really, really hit home for me. And I read that and I think about how when you're living with cancer, your entire mindset about everything changes. What's important to you, what matters to you, what resonates with you. And for me, every day things look better, smell better, taste better. And I think that without a doubt, having a positive attitude and surrounding myself with the right people and the right team and the right company to work for and the right people and the right woman, all of these things have helped me get to this point right now. And I'm crossing my fingers that in just about 30 days we're going to be starting radiation to finish up and kill this cancer, so that way it could be Imran 2, cancer 0. Thanks for checking in with me, you guys. Have a great week. We'll talk soon.